Hello, everybody. Today we are reacting to a Tier 3 Patreon pick of the month. This one is brought to us by Fire Grilled. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? Thank you so very much for this request because what he requested is more Kool in the Gang. The song is called Too Hot. Now, just by the title, it intrigued me. I want to know what's too hot. I want to know what we're talking about here. So I did pull up the lyrics and we will be interpreting the song as we go. I'm not going to do every single line because that would be a little bit too time consuming, but we're going to get a good gist of what the song is about and I can't wait to do so. Now, looking here, I see that the song came out in '79. I am very excited to dive right in. We've done a few songs to Kool in the Gang and they've all had a similar vibe, you know, just that era. I can't wait to see if this one sounds, has the same vibe, so to speak. Regardless, I'm so happy that we are going to do this. We'll go ahead and watch this video once together. I'll only pause twice to give you my thoughts and commentary, but I can't wait. I can't wait to dive in. Do not forget that what you see here is not a substitution for the original content. Be sure to check out Kool in the Gang's official YouTube page and open up the description, click on all the links. It's the best free way to support them. So thank you very much for being here. Welcome back to Abigail Reacts.
View discretion is advised. Levels of hype, chaos, and good vibes may exceed normal limits. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the show.
We going straight in.
Just a friendly reminder, guys, I do all of my reactions completely blind and in one single take, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Here we go. I like that bass.
At 17 we fell in love.
Oh,
High school sweethearts.
Okay.
Love was so brand new. We took the vows of man and wife.
Wow.
Forever, for life. I remember how we made our way. A little patience, the times we prayed. Can't imagine that this love is through. Girl, when you lose, oh,
What about vibrato?
Too hot, lady. Gotta run for shelter, gotta run for shade. It's too hot, too hot, lady. Gotta cool this anger. What a mess we made.
Anger.
So long ago, you were my love, oh my love.
That's not what I thought the song was going to be about at all. Okay, well, listen, let's go over these lyrics real quick. Verse 1. At 17, we fell in love, high school sweethearts. We took the vows of man and wife forever, for life, okay? So they fell in love super young. They built a life together, believing it would last forever. Looking back, you know, it sounds like there's a lot of sadness because something that once felt so strong is now falling apart. The chorus said, we gotta run for shelter, gotta run for the shade. We gotta cool this anger. What a mess we made. So Too Hot is really about a relationship being overwhelmed by anger and tension. Things have gotten so heated excuse me, so hot that they need distance before, you know, maybe they hurt each other some more. That's not what I thought. That's not what I thought. I thought this would be a sexy, romantic, which is how, you know, the song started with falling in love, high school sweethearts. I was like, that took a turn. But listen, the vibe of the song itself is a little different from the other Kool in the Gang songs that I've heard. It's not so disco-y. How do I describe it? But I know it's smooth. I love the drum and bass in this one. It's definitely got a more relaxed, funky groove. I'm hearing a soft electric piano in there too, or keyboard, let's say, with touches of guitar sitting around it. The vocals, very easygoing as well. I don't think I've heard his vibrato quite like this before either. Very interesting. He's not pushing hard at all, you know? It's just this his voice, it's just this warm, soulful delivery that fits the groove perfectly. Hmm. It feels clean and really laid back. Hmm. Very interesting so far. Okay, well, that was my first pause of 2. Let me go back 5 seconds as I always do between pauses just to make sure that we don't miss anything. Let's go ahead and hear some more. Let's see what happens in this not so sexy story. Here we go.
You were my love, oh my love.
You were my love. Ooh, I love this drum and bass though. Keyboard too.
How we never took the time to stop and feel the need. Funny how those years go by, changing you, changing me. I remember love's fever in our
Ooh, synthy strings.
world and in our minds. And imagine that this love is through, feeling the pain, girl, when you lose. Oh, it's too hot, too hot, too hot, lady.
Too hot with this visual.
Gotta run for shade.
As if to say, cool down.
Too hot, lady.
So catchy.
Singer, what a mess we made so long ago. You were my love. Feeling the pain.
Okay. Let's go ahead and stop it here for our second pause. We went through verse 2, the chorus. All we have left after this that we haven't heard is the outro. I'm going to go through all the rest of the lyrics at this point, just so that the last third of the song I can focus completely on my favorite part of reactions, which is that instrumentation. So verse 2 says, funny how those years go by, changing you, changing me. And then he says, after a little bit, I can't imagine that this love is through. It is done. So time has certainly changed both of them. And somewhere along the way, they stopped being the couple they once were, or at least started out to be. Even with all of the problems, it is still hard to accept that the relationship might actually be ending. So he ends up saying, I can't imagine that this love is done, that this love is through. He still loves her, but man, it's too hot. They really got to cool down the tension. And then the outro, just a couple more lyrics here that we haven't heard just yet, but I'm going to go through it. Oh, I just can't. I just can't take anymore. We got to cool, cool, cool. So, sorry for clearing my throat. Allergies. By the end, that emotional pressure that had been building up this whole time, it seems to have become too much. There's still love there, I believe, underneath it. But he knows something has to change because they cannot keep going the way that they have been. So he says, we got to cool, cool, cool. So very interesting. For the segment that we just heard, the instrumentation here, I loved how the rhythm section is doing so much, but they don't sound busy at all. The bass keeps bouncing underneath everything. I love the bass in this song. The drums are obviously staying steady. That is their job. And when you get those little keyboard guitar, actually, I heard some brass too, I think, some horn touches. It really brings everything together, adding some color around the vocal. I really like the backing vocals as well. When he says too hot, and then the backing vocals go too hot. I love it so much. It's so catchy and so easy to sing along with. They make the chorus sound bigger, fuller. Um, and I do think that it gives it that classic 70s, maybe early 80s funk and R&B sound. So the lead vocal though, he just stays smooth the whole time. There's still some emotion behind it, which I appreciate which I appreciate. He's singing pretty softly, compared to, I guess, I don't know, a big soul belcher kind of singer. But you know what? I think that actually makes the song sound and feel cooler, Not cool, but like cool, to offset the heat that's too hot, right? Sounds nice and cool, more effortless. I loved it. I loved it. So let me go ahead and go back 5 seconds. That was my second and final pause. We'll go ahead and play it all the way until the end after this point. I'll give you my final interpretation of what the song is about, like a summary, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the instrumentation. And let's go ahead and play it out until the end. Here we go. Hey! Speaking of brass. Pretty strings.
Oh, it's too hot, lady. Gotta run
Love
for
it.
shelter, gotta run for shade. It's too hot, lady. Gotta cool this anger from this mess that we made. It's too hot, lady.
That's how it ends. Okay. Well, that was really catchy. Too hot. Okay. Wow, that's a really good one. That's a really good one. And I never heard that before, unlike the other Kool and the Gang songs that I've reacted to on the channel. Very cool. So, Too Hot. It's about a marriage. Started really, really young and in love, but slowly kind of grew, filled with anger, some distance, some pain. And yet they still remember how good it used to be, or at least how good it once was. But the relationship has just become too heated to keep going without stepping back and cooling things down. So that's what Too Hot is all about. Very, very interesting song. In that last segment there, shout out to the saxophone. That was a saxophone solo. I feel like just before that pause, I had talked a little bit about hearing some brass, a little bit of the horn section maybe, and then of course we get a sax. That was really, really cool. And yet the entire time we heard that groove never let up. Drum and bass, the keyboards, the guitar, the horn accents, a little bit of synthy strings as well. They all kept working together. Nothing felt like it was trying to overpower anything or, fighting for attention in any way. This feels like funk mixed with some soul, a little bit of R&B in there. It's got like that danceable rhythm. I found myself moving towards the end there because it's just, even though it's sort of a mellow song, you could, I suppose, just sit back and listen to it. But at the same time, I felt like I wanted to move as well. So very interesting the way the song affected me, at least in that way. But the vocals fit perfectly for this one. They were warm, not too hot, controlled, really, really smooth. And the backing harmonies as well, you know, they were there to fill out things around them, and it worked perfectly. It's definitely one of those songs where the groove was doing half the talking, and it stuck with me. It stuck with me. So very, very catchy song. That was great. I didn't expect that at all. It was different from what I've heard from Kool and the Gang thus far. So I really got to shout out Fire Growth for showing me that one because I'd never heard it before. And I don't know, the overall vibe was amazing. So a good one. Thank you so very much to Fire Growth for the request. What's my favorite part? You know what I really enjoyed? Besides the overall vibe and the fact that I couldn't help but move and dance, I really enjoyed the saxophone solo as well. I think that might be my favorite part just because it caught me off guard. I feel like I had just finished talking about the horn section earlier, right before I unpaused, and then the saxophone came in. Gosh, it is a sax, right? I don't know brass instruments very well. Sounded like a sax to me. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. I think that's my favorite part. Please feel free to let me know your favorite part of the song in the comment section down below. I quite literally check my comments every single night. So if you'd like to have a conversation with me, that's where I will be. Thank you so very, very much for watching. If you enjoyed this reaction, please like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Patreon link as well as the Discord link in the description below. And I will see you next time. Bye.